Hello bookworms! This is the start of a new reading vlog. So this morning I told Andrew, I was like, I feel like I'm in the mood to film a reading vlog. I haven't filmed one of those in a little while and I feel like I have a lot of stuff going on this weekend which will be fun to share. And he was like, oh nice, are you actually gonna post it this time? Because I am notorious for starting reading vlogs, filming lots of content for my reading vlogs and then never posting them. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm terrible at reading vlogs, so I think having a limited time frame will be helpful. I'm making this like just a weekend vlog, which actually puts a little bit of pressure on myself because I wanted to finish up 2 books, so I need to do that. I feel like, okay, first we'll go through like a little list of things to expect in this reading vlog. So first of all, I'll talk about the 2 books that I'm reading. The first one is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling and I am not too far into it. I just started it yesterday and I think I'm at like chapter 4 maybe. So far I'm finding it to be a lot of fun. I don't think that it's the best writing, but I am enjoying it for what it is. I don't know if my opinion is going to change yet. There haven't been any like romance scenes yet between Hades and Persephone, and I think that's where a lot of like the division in opinions comes in. So we'll see how I feel when I get up to that, but so far I think this is pretty promising. And then the other book that I'm reading is an audiobook. So I'm listening to Miles Morales' Spider-Man by Jason Reynolds, and so far very much enjoying this book. I don't have much left. I'm at 72%, so I really only have another 2 hours and then I'll be done, and I am expecting that I will finish this while I'm completing another thing on my to-do list, and that is to bake Christmas cookies. So I kind of like decided that I wanted to make a little goal for myself and bake at least 1 Christmas cookie per week in December, because I just like really want to like fully immerse myself in the holiday season and like fully enjoy it and like do everything that I can to make it feel like a very special year. Like I feel like I've had a lot of years where things are kind of rushed and I just don't want that to be the case. So I'm going to make a Christmas cookie. This week I'm going to be making peanut butter blossoms, which I've never made before, but I really like them. Andrew and I both really like peanut butter and chocolate, so I think we'll end up loving them. The next thing that I want to do is finally set up our Christmas decorations. We actually took off of work the Monday after Thanksgiving, like with the intention of setting up our Christmas decorations, and then we didn't. We were so tired. We ended up just like, well, I filmed, but besides that, we did watch a lot of TV and like play a lot of video games. So sometimes you just like need a day like that. So that happened. So we need to do our Christmas decorations today. I need to bake Christmas cookies. There are 2 books that I want to finish. And then I also want to go and see the Bloomberg tree because that one has been put up. They usually don't put that one up until like much later in the season, but they put it up early this year, so I thought it'd be fun to go and check out. And then I also found this really cute festive door, what's it called? Not stoop, kind of stoop, on the Upper East Side, and I want to go check that out too. It looks very adorable, so I just want to like get in some Christmas stuff, and then maybe we'll go and see if there's any places that have like a Christmas dessert going on at the moment. But that I think is like most of what's happening. And then we also started watching Star Trek Voyager, which I'm really loving so far. So we've had quite the Star Trek journey. If you would have told 2010 Kristen that she would self-identify as a Trekkie, she never would have believed it, but here we are. So I'm loving it so much. Trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like there were more things that I had planned that I kind of wanted to do. Oh, I did just film 2 videos for the week, so I already have that off of my to-do list. And oh, I have to check my Animal Crossing island, of course. I'm still addicted with the new DLC. I'm trying to catch, what is this, Pokemon? I'm trying to collect all of the new DIY recipes, so that's like my priority every day. Is like I sign on and I'm like, who's crafting and what recipe can I get from my chef at my restaurant? that was very loud. But Andrew went out so that he can go and get a haircut. He kind of like very desperately needed one. So I'm glad that he's finally setting aside the time for himself to do that, because he tends to put everyone else before himself. But yeah, so while I'm waiting for him to get home, I'm debating if I should start with baking the cookies, but I think that's probably a good thing to do. I did so much cleaning in our apartment yesterday and that felt really good. I feel like I need to do more organizing, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is try to finish up the Miles Morales book and bake my cookies, and then I'll check in. I just finished listening to Miles Morales Spider-Man and I really loved it, and also my cookies are done, so here's a little plate of them. And the best part of baking is the taste test, so I accidentally like kind of hit that Hershey Kiss, so this one looks a little bit defective, so this is the one that I'm gonna try. Ooh, it actually came out really good. I'm pretty excited because I've never made these before and I've always wanted to. And they were actually like really easy. So this is definitely going to be a future all the time Christmas cookie. It's still pretty melty, but it's really good. I definitely got chocolate on my lipstick. Okay. Ooh. Even better with the chocolate. Okay, that was delicious. I can't wait for Andrew to try one. But back to the book. So, finished reading Miles Morales Spider-Man. It's by Jason Reynolds, and I listened to the audiobook, obviously. I do have a physical copy somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it, and that's actually why I opted to listen to the audiobook, because I was in the mood to read it, and I looked on my TBR cart, I looked in my TBR pile, and I don't know where it went. I definitely didn't unhaul it because I wanted to read it for a while, but I don't know, it's a mystery. So listen to the audiobook, which was awesome. I have to say that I never really read any of the Miles Morales comics before. Spider-Man has always been my favorite, but I've always read like Peter Parker. But then when Into the Spider-Verse came out, the animated film, that ended up being my favorite Spider-Man movie of any movie released so far. So I just like had an immediate soft spot for Miles, and that's why I wanted to listen to his book. And I have to say that I read like some of the Goodreads reviews, because it has kind of like, people seem to have like mixed feelings on it. And from what I gather, some people feel like they are kind of confused because this wasn't an origin story, which I actually really appreciated, because how many times have we seen the Spider-Man origin story? So this definitely does like throw you right into things, but I really liked that, and I feel like Into the Spider-Verse was enough of a prequel to get me comfortable with Miles and his character and like the people in his life. So I was like totally fine just jumping into this story, and there were obviously like some flashbacks to his origin, so you got like little pieces, but it wasn't like full-blown origin story. So I really loved it. You get to hear about his Uncle Aaron. They go through that whole thing. You get to I just adore Miles's parents. I think that they're so funny. I think his dad was like one of my favorite characters in the film, and he's a little bit different in the book, but I like really liked him still. He's very funny, very sarcastic, but like deeply cares about Miles. And obviously Miles is the best character. He's definitely my favorite in the book, and like just in general. He is this like nerdy, like really intelligent kid, and he's so good-natured and well-meaning, but he gets pushed into certain situations. He's not like the best at standing up for himself when he's Miles Morales, but when he's Spider-Man, he's obviously putting everyone else's well-being above himself. And in this book, he had kind of an antagonistic teacher that he keeps getting into trouble with, and it's causing issues for him at his school, which is Brooklyn Visions. It was so good. Like, I really liked it. I think that was a really enjoyable listen. I would definitely recommend it for anyone who likes Spider-Man, and I ended up giving this one probably like, honestly, it would probably be like 3.5 stars, but just because I love Miles so much, I would give it 4 stars. So next on the agenda is check my Animal Crossing Island, because I haven't done that yet. And then I'm also thinking I might do like a bullet journal page or something, but I still have to eat breakfast and drink tea. I haven't had any tea and I've been up since like 5 a.m. and it's now 11 a.m. So I want to do that. And then I don't know if we're going to do decorations or if we're going to head out first. We'll see. You'll see. Okay. I just redid this room in my house, so I thought I would just show it to you quick because I love it. I got this like Disney design just from searching Able Sisters, and I got the new gaming desk and the pink gaming chair, and I actually have like almost the same exact pink gaming chair here, so I was really excited to get that and put it in my Animal Crossing home. Second site, which is the Bloomberg tree. They actually ended up putting it up early this year. They usually put it up like really close to Christmas, so I was kind of excited to see that it's already here. Do you like it?
Yes, next to a scenic on-site COVID-19 testing facility. So right
in front of us there's a COVID testing site, which is kind of like takes away from the mood of the tree, but the tree looks
this way.
Very beautiful. I'll show you the other side.
Look at the tree. Make it nice.
I did look at the tree.
Look at it.
So it's funny because here is this beautiful, beautiful tree, and then pan over slowly and you've got the Bloomberg building, and then a pop-up COVID testing site, which is thankfully empty at the moment. So yeah, that's that. Which is this new like fountain setup. They used to have ornaments here every year, like giant ornaments with lights, and now it's this like ice situation. It's kind of funny because the Bear is holding a present that says the 5th season, which is a very popular book. I don't know what that means in relation to this fountain, but I'm gonna look it up.
There's only 4 seasons.
And then
like the 5th element?
Maybe. And then new this year, on the other side, they have the world's largest menorah. So I will show you that as well. And the plaza is under construction, so it does not look very pretty this year. So we did it. We saw all the sites that we had planned on seeing today, ending here at the plaza with their decorations. And now we're gonna head home and put up our own decorations now that we're like really in the spirit, right, Andrew?
So much spirit.
So much
No
spirit.
one wants to take a nap.
No one.
Not me.
No. No one wants to play VR.
No one wants to play video games. Spirit.
So we have started putting up Christmas decorations. Part of our tree is out, but that's been out every year, so we're gonna put like our own little row of lights on it. And then we've got some stuff going on up here. Not a ton at the moment. And our couch is an absolute disaster, so I'm not gonna show that to you. But it's currently like 1,000,000 degrees in our apartment, and also with like moving around. So we're gonna finish putting up the tree, and then what are we gonna do?
I don't know. See how we feel. Dinner.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't say dinner.
I have no concept of time right now.
While we were putting things away, I found this vervain candle that I bought in the summer that I totally forgot about. And I bought it, first of all, obviously because of Vampire Diaries, but then second of all, because it smells really good. And I was like, oh my gosh, this candle, I totally forgot about it. And Andrew was like, I'm going to have to leave when you light that candle. It was funny. Alrighty, we are all done decorating. We put all of the ornaments on the tree. We hung our mistletoe. We hung some stuff on the walls. Everything is looking really good. So we just had dinner and now we are probably going to settle in and watch some Star Trek Voyager and eat more of my cookies that I made this morning. But I'll show you a couple of my favorite ornaments on the tree. So this is like just a little close-up. This was from my aunt, and it's actually the date that Andrew and I got engaged. And then we've got a book ornament. We've got a cherry pie ornament, a fox ornament, and a blueberry pie ornament. Then I've got an ice cream ornament and pizza ornament, French bulldog ornament, camera, popcorn, some blueberries, a KitchenAid mixer, and a coffee cup for Andrew. And then over here, I have some of my like pink Christmas decor with this new Sailor Moon stocking that I recently got and love. Then up here I have some little tree garland. We've got our mistletoe over that door. Then coming around to the side, we've got, I decorated that lamp with holly. We've got our stockings. The couch is still a little bit of a mess. And I also hung this, reindeer garland, which seems to have fallen, so I will need to fix that now. And that's pretty much it. Good morning. It is now Sunday and I woke up a little while ago and made grocery lists for Andrew and I. We're gonna go food shopping like very soon, but before we go I just wanted to give like an update of the things that I think I want to get done today. I'm really glad that we got our Christmas decorations done and we got to go out yesterday, which was nice, and we got to watch a lot of Star Trek Voyager, which I've been really enjoying. But on the docket for today, I really want to read like a huge chunk of A Touch of Darkness, if not finish it. And I also want to work on my bullet journal. I have a couple of pages that I want to prepare. I've been waiting to do my December spread because I ordered this washi tape like months ago and it still hasn't arrived, but it shipped very recently, so I'm like kind of holding out before I do that. I also, like, first thing I did when I woke up this morning, because it's Sunday, was I read the new episode of Lore Olympus, and that was so good, and I was like very close to buying coins so that I could fast pass, because this story arc that's going on right now has just been like so good, and I feel like every single episode has been like a cliffhanger, and I'm like, I need the next one, but I restrained myself. I'm trying to wait, but I'm really liking it. And what else? Probably when we get home we'll make some breakfast. I think that's it. I don't know if we're going to end up taking the subway or walking. I have to check the weather. I don't know what it's like outside. Home from grocery shopping, which I'm very glad about. We actually made pretty good time. We went, well, earlier, but we had to, in New York City, it's really annoying to go grocery shopping because you can only buy as much as you can carry. And then you obviously have to carry it home. So I'm lucky that Andrew usually does the carrying, and I will sometimes carry a bag, but he usually carries like the bulk of our groceries. But so we went to one grocery store, came home, put everything away, and then ventured out to the second grocery store, Trader Joe's, and then got home from there. We got home by like 11, which was like not too bad. Made some breakfast. We had these really delicious egg sandwiches that I didn't take a clip of because I was just so hungry and I wanted to eat, and I wanted to get to have my tea, which I'm having out of one of my new favorite mugs. It's this Wrecker mug that I got from the Disney website. I got it on Black Friday, I think, but it's huge. It's just like, I mean, look at the size of it compared to my head. It's like a pool of tea, and I love it. But while I was making, well, actually two things that I want to talk about. So while I was making breakfast, I listened to another chapter of A Touch of Darkness, and I'm still liking it. I'm still pretty early on. I'm up to chapter 6 now, so I still have like a ways to go, and I'm planning on reading more in a little bit, but right now I'm going to edit videos for the week, and then I'll probably settle into like some bullet journaling and reading. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that we got a trailer for the next Miles Morales movie last night, and I was so excited. And it's so funny that it dropped on the same day that I finished reading the Miles Morales book. Like, what are the chances? So I'm so excited. Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie. It's so good, and I cannot wait to see Miles and Gwen on the screen again. I just think they did like such a fantastic job with them, and the trailer looks really good. And I'm also so excited about Spider-Man 2099 because he's being played by Oscar Isaacs, which is very exciting. And I think that all of the previous Spider-Men are also going to make appearances in this next film. We have like a very long time until it actually comes out, but the trailer was so good. I'm so happy. Okay, so I finished editing my first video of the week, which is my November book haul. I still have to edit my November wrap-up, which I'm not looking forward to. I think I might put that off or like kind of slowly do that one over the next couple of days. But I got an exciting package in the mail from Fairy Loot, so I'm going to open it now. It's been a long time since I've done like an opening mail in a vlog, so this will be fun. I think it should be Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson, the like pretty collector's edition, but I'm not 100% sure because I have quite a few books on order from Fairy Loot, so it could be one of like a couple of things. I also realized that I forgot to, I'm gonna use scissors to make this easier. I forgot to get a new song from KK Slider last night at Animal Crossing, and I keep doing that because I feel like I usually play more like in the morning versus at night for Animal Crossing. I think I just said that, I can't remember, but I'm debating time traveling so that I can go back and get one, because I was like, I'm not gonna time travel for KK songs, but then every Saturday I forget. So I think I might just like go back and grab one, because I'm never going to get the last ones if I keep forgetting. So it turns out that it is Vespertine take this bubble wrap off. I like how nicely they package things. Like, your book is not going to arrive damaged in all of this bubble wrap. Ooh, this is really pretty. So this is what it looks like. I love the gold foiling. I think that's super beautiful, and it also has gold pages. And then this is the back of the book. And Fairy Loot said that they're also going to make matching editions for An Enchantment of Ravens, which I didn't really like, but I have been wanting to reread it. And also, because the thing is, you know what, when I read it like, I think directly after The Cruel Prince, which is like one of my favorite fairy books of all time. So I don't know if I like reread An Enchantment of Ravens, if I would like it more. So I think I do want to give it another shot. And then they're also doing this kind of edition for Sorcery of Thorns, and I love that book. So I'm definitely gonna be getting that one whenever they release that. I don't know if they're gonna do them each like individually, or if you're gonna have to buy like the set of them, but either way, I'm in. So this is the end paper, signed by Margaret Rogerson. And this is the other end paper. So I'm very excited to add this to my collection. And now, while my video is rendering, I think I'm going to time travel for my KK song, and I'm probably going to start bullet journaling and listening to more of my book, which should be fun. Little reading update. I have read a lot more of A Touch of Darkness. I think when I started today, I was up to chapter 5, and now I'm up to chapter 22. So as you can see, I like really don't have too much more of it left. I am enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think that it is very well written, but I am really enjoying all of like the references to Greek mythology, and I'm finding it really fun to just like be with Hades and Persephone and have like other Greek gods show up and kind of touch upon stories that anyone who's into Greek mythology would be aware of. So that has been really fun, and I feel like the characters are pretty true to who they are in Greek mythology, but again, not the most well-written book that I've ever read, but it is a lot of fun. I have to see where it goes. There was one thing too that was like a little bit iffy on the consent, but I have to finish reading before I give it my final rating. But I think as of now, I'm leaning toward like 3.5 stars, and I definitely will continue the series just because I'm having so much fun reading it. I don't know that I'll be able to finish it tonight, so if I don't, then perhaps I will extend this vlog until tomorrow so that I can just give like a wrap up on my feelings on the book, because I should definitely finish it tomorrow morning, if not tonight. It's fun. I would recommend picking it up if you like Hades and Persephone. Also, Andrew set up our Oculus stuff, so he bought Vader Immortal for me, which is the game that I've been most excited to try, but I haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. He's actually been playing for these past couple of hours, and I've just been trying to organize my library and my bullet journaling supplies because they were just everywhere. And I did do 2 pages in my bullet journal, which I'll actually show you. So I've been doing some Animal Crossing spreads, and today I worked on the bugs and fish spreads, and this is how it turned out. I'm actually going to make a bullet journal flip through video because I've been consistently using this bullet journal since I think I started using it in September, and I love it. It's kind of annoying because I picked the most plain journal that I had instead of ordering a new journal, because I was like, you know what, I need to like make sure that I'm actually gonna stick with it before I get another new journal, because I have like a billion journals. I think everyone can kind of relate to that. So I was like, I'll just use like one of the ones that I have. So I used this one, and then of course it's my favorite bullet journal that I've ever done, so I'm stuck with a kind of plain cover, and I don't really want to put a sticker on it. I like when there's more stuff like etched into it, like a gold foil design or something. So I have a lot of pretty journals on deck once I fill this one up, but this is like by far my favorite journal that I've ever done. So I'm excited to share that. But I think that that's everything. I'm gonna go and start making Andrew and I's dinner. We're gonna have some salad, which we're both very excited for. It sounds like a boring meal, but it's so good. And I think that's like pretty much it for the night. So I might do another check-in if I finish, and if I don't, then I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning now, and I finished reading A Touch of Darkness, and I have like 10 minutes until I need to leave and like run to work so I'm not late. But overall, ended up enjoying this book a lot. There were a lot of nods to Greek mythology, which really made it a very enjoyable read. I know I've said it a ton of times. It's not the best written book that I've ever read, but it is a lot of fun. There are 2 questionable scenes when it comes to consent, so if that's something that bothers you, maybe steer clear of this one. If you like Lore Olympus, I think you'll see a lot of parallels between the webtoon and this book as well, except that you get like the romance scenes that you don't really get as explicitly in Lore Olympus. I really liked both Hades and Persephone, really disliked Minthe. Hecate is amazing. And right at the very end, my camera ran out of space, so I just had to delete a couple of things, and now I'm really going to have to rush. But I just wanted to say thank you for joining me for this reading vlog. It was a lot of fun to film, and I really want to do some more of these in the future, so hopefully you enjoyed this one. That's all that I have for this video, and I will see you guys soon in a new one. Bye!